Breaking news for millions of Americans who depend on Social Security and SSDI benefits. A groundbreaking bill has just passed the House that's going to change lives across the nation. As of January 10, 2025, this historic legislation promises the most significant increase in benefits we've seen in decades, with monthly increases ranging from $300 to $700, and in some cases, even more. I've spent the last few days analyzing every detail of this legislation, and what I've discovered will surprise you. The increases that have been approved are absolutely staggering. We're looking at annual increases of up to $8,400 for some beneficiaries, with the first payment scheduled to begin rolling out on April 15, 2025. But here's what's really exciting. This isn't just a one-time payment. These are permanent monthly increases that will continue year after year, ensuring long-term financial stability for millions of Americans. Before we dive into the full details when this starts, how much you could see in your account, and who qualifies, let me ask you this. What would an extra $300, $500, or even $700 a month mean for your family? Would it mean catching up on bills, buying healthier groceries, or finally getting ahead for the first time in years? Let us know in the comments below, because your voice matters in shaping conversations about these critical changes. Let's dive into the specifics that everyone needs to know about. Starting April 15, 2025, the minimum monthly increase will be $360 for those in the lowest income brackets. This means if you're currently receiving the minimum Social Security payment, you're guaranteed to see this boost in your monthly benefits. But that's just the beginning. For those living in high-cost areas or meeting certain eligibility criteria, the monthly increase could reach $700 or even more. The government has established a tiered payment system based on various factors. If you're living in states like California, New York, or other high-cost areas, you could be eligible for the maximum increase of $700 monthly, totaling $8,400 annually. Recipients in moderate-cost areas will see increases of around $500 monthly, while those in lower-cost regions will receive the base increase of $360 monthly. These amounts have been carefully calculated to account for regional cost differences and ensure meaningful support regardless of location. What makes this even more significant is the additional support coming for specific categories of beneficiaries. SSDI recipients will see their benefits increase starting May 1, 2025, with payments ranging from $400 to $800 monthly depending on their current benefit level and location. This is unprecedented support for a group that has often been overlooked in previous benefit increases. Here's something that hasn't been widely reported yet. The legislation includes special provisions for seniors age 75 and older. Beginning June 1, 2025, these beneficiaries will receive an additional $150 monthly supplement on top of their regular increase. This acknowledges the higher healthcare costs and special needs of older seniors, potentially bringing their total monthly increase to as much as $950 in some cases. The rollout schedule has been carefully planned to ensure smooth implementation. The first wave of increases will begin April 15, 2025, for those who have been receiving benefits for more than 5 years. The second wave starts May 1, 2025, focusing on SSDI recipients and newer Social Security beneficiaries. The final wave, beginning June 1, 2025, will include the special senior supplement and any remaining beneficiaries. A particularly noteworthy aspect of this legislation is the inclusion of a cost of living adjustment protection mechanism. Starting in July 2025, if inflation exceeds 3% annually, beneficiaries will receive additional quarterly supplements ranging from $100 to $250, depending on their base benefit amount. This ensures that the value of these increases won't be eroded by rising prices over time. The legislation also addresses the needs of those caring for dependent children or disabled family members. Beginning August 1, 2025, qualifying caregivers will receive an additional $300 monthly supplement. This applies to Social Security and SSDI recipients who are primary caregivers for children under 18 or disabled adult family members. For those wondering about Medicare premiums, there's more good news. The legislation includes provisions to protect these increased benefits from being offset by higher Medicare costs. Starting September 2025, Medicare Part B premium increases will be capped at 2% annually for beneficiaries receiving these enhanced payments, ensuring that more money stays in your pocket. Starting October 1, 2025, the legislation introduces a new housing assistance supplement for beneficiaries spending more than 40% of their monthly benefits on housing costs. This additional payment will range from $200 to $400 monthly, depending on local housing costs and individual circumstances. This supplement will be automatically calculated based on information already in the Social Security Administration system. The legislation also includes a special winter energy supplement beginning November 1, 2025. Beneficiaries in states with severe winter weather will receive additional payments ranging from $150 to $300 monthly during the heating season, typically November through March. This supplement will be particularly beneficial for residents in the Northeast and Midwest regions. Beginning December 1, 2025, a new prescription drug assistance supplement will take effect. Beneficiaries with high prescription drug costs will receive additional support ranging from $100 to $300 monthly, depending on their documented medical expenses. This supplement will be automatically calculated based on Medicare Part D spending data. Looking ahead to 2026, the legislation includes provisions for additional increases based on economic conditions. Starting January 15, 2026, if unemployment rates exceed certain thresholds, beneficiaries will receive emergency supplement payments ranging from $200 to $400 monthly until economic conditions improve. The legislation also establishes a new emergency hardship fund beginning February 1, 2026. This fund will provide one-time emergency payments of up to $1,000 for beneficiaries facing unexpected medical expenses, housing repairs, or other qualifying emergencies. Applications for these funds will be processed through local Social Security offices with decisions made within 72 hours. Beginning March 1, 2026, the legislation introduces a transportation assistance supplement for beneficiaries who live more than 10 miles from essential services. This monthly payment will range from $50 to $150, depending on location and distance to medical facilities, grocery stores, and other necessary services. The implementation of these increases will be automatic for most beneficiaries, requiring no additional paperwork or applications. However, those who have moved recently or changed banks should verify their information through the Social Security Administration's website or local office before April 1, 2025 to ensure timely receipt of their increased benefits. For those receiving SSI benefits, in addition to Social Security or SSDI, there's another layer of support. Starting April 1, 2026, SSI recipients will see their resource limits increased significantly, allowing them to save more of their increased benefits without losing eligibility. The new limits will be $5,000 for individuals and $7,500 for couples. The legislation includes special provisions for rural beneficiaries beginning May 1, 2026. Those living in designated rural areas will receive an additional monthly supplement of $100 to $200 to account for higher transportation costs and limited access to services. This rural supplement will be automatically added to monthly payments based on zip code data. Looking even further ahead, the legislation establishes a framework for future benefit adjustments. Beginning January 2027, all payment increases will be automatically reviewed and adjusted annually based on regional cost of living data, ensuring that benefits remain meaningful regardless of economic changes or geographic location. These comprehensive changes represent the most significant expansion of Social Security and SSDI benefits in recent history. With multiple layers of support and careful attention to various needs and circumstances, this legislation promises to provide real, lasting financial security for millions of Americans. The automated implementation process and clear rollout schedule ensure that beneficiaries will begin receiving their increased payments promptly and consistently. Remember, these increases are not loans or advances. They are permanent additions to your benefits that will continue year after year. They represent a fundamental shift in how our nation supports its elderly and disabled citizens, ensuring that no one has to choose between basic necessities. As we approach the April 2025 implementation date, it's crucial to stay informed about any updates or requirements that might affect your benefits.